Today we are going to do our presentation on the project management assignments, and we are from UTM MBA Group 1, and our topic is focused on digital transformation initiative for enhancing customer experience for RHB Bank Berhad, especially focused on online opening account via RHB online banking. On the screen you can see there's Mohan on top of the screen, then followed by me, Jones, and we also have Nazri. Last is Fendi. Four of us will be explaining the project management we are going to do. Let me do introductions. Since 18 March 2020, MCO has been declared in Malaysia. This pandemic has accelerated the digital transformation of banking. Malaysia are increasingly adopting digital banking solutions. A high percentage of population owns smartphone and has internet access, which facilitate online banking. Nowadays, many banks like CIMB, Hong Bank, Alliance Bank, HSBC, and many more, they allow customers to open personal bank account via online banking without going to physical counter at any branch office. So that's why to develop a successful digital transformation initiative for online account opening via RHB Bank online banking is very important. Next, I'm going to talk about the project scope, objective, and success criteria for our topic, online opening account. And number one, you can see here the project scope, design and developing a user-centric interface for online account opening, and integrating automations for KYC, know your customer, and AML, anti-money laundering checking. And third is implementing security measurements like multi-factor authentications and biometrics verifications, and ensuring compliance with legal and authority requirements, system testing to optimize the new system for good performance. Next will be project objective. We're going to launch this system in 12 months' time, and hopefully we can achieve 30% increase while this system is introduced to the public. Third will be improving customer satisfaction for online opening account process and ensure compliance with regulatory and data protection standards. Then third is project success criteria. Successful deployment for online account opening within the agreed time budget, achieving or exceeding target customer adoption rate and satisfaction level, reduction in manual contact required for account opening, and full compliance to the legal and authorities requirements. Next will be project constraint and their impact. Let's focus on the possible constraints. First is time constraint. The project must be completed in 12 months' time. Any delays will lead to customer dissatisfactions and also affect upcoming project. Second will be budget constraint, and if let's say the budget overruns, it also will have a possibility that the budget need to be added more to complete the whole project. Third will be resource constraint. Limited resources, it may lead to added assistance from outsider. We may need third-party vendor to collaborate with this project team to get the task done. Next will be regulatory and compliance requirements. If there is an impact from these compliance insynchronizations, it may add complexity to this project. So we need to reduce the compliance requirements impact. And last is the technology risk. Anything caused by technology like cybersecurity damage or any hiccup from this technology, it could ruin the reputations of RHB Bank. These are the potential impact from the technology risk. Next, we will focus on the project's life cycle phases and management approach. We have 5 phases here, and first phase is initiation, second will be planning, third will be executions, then monitoring and controlling and closing. At the first stage, initiations, of course, we need to have a project charter, then define the scope and identify the stakeholder role, have some high-level feasibility analysis. Second will be planning. You can see the planning is we need to work out the WBS, which is work breakdown structures, establish a timeline, develop a project plan, identify the risk management strategies. Third will be executions, designing, developing, and testing. We put everything into the actions while we are doing this project. And monitoring and controlling, tracking the project performance and do the risk management and to make any necessary adjustment. And last will be a closing, to do the final system testing, getting approval from the management, and there will be a transition period of the new functionality to the operations. This will be the whole process. Basically, I cover this whole initiations of this project. Next, Mohan will focus on the question number 2. Let's go to Mohan. Mohan, pass to you.
Thank you, Jones. Once again, a very good afternoon, everyone. So I'll be covering 4 sections of the presentation, starting with the RHB strategic goal. So RHB has outlined 3 years of corporate strategic goal, so which is known as Together We Progress. in short known as the TWP24. So under this strategic goal, there are three strategic objectives as outlined to drive the digitalization transformation. Let's look into each of the strategic objectives. First, be everyone primary bank. So under this objective, RHB Bank emphasized on the developing a deeper relationship with the target customer and meet customer through personalized and value propositions. The second is the prioritized customer experience. So under this objective, RHB Bank emphasized the deliverable market leading and differentiate customer experience and service level. Bring together the best digital experience towards the customers. And the third is drive quality growth. Under this objective strategy, RHB Bank emphasized to concentrate the domestic and international growth, whereby RHB is equipped with the reach right to win, focus on growing their business profitability. Right. In addition to this, in year 2019, RHB Banking has launched an MX3 platform, which allows RHB various online products to be operated in a single platform that helps the organization to reduce their infrastructure costs and also its operational costs. Moving to the second part, where it explains the SMART framework. By referring to the objective of this project, the project was articulated using the SMART framework to ensure they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So to prove that, there are two case studies that has been carried out during a COVID-19 pandemic. So as you can see here, okay, there are two graphs where we can see as a result from a SMART framework. Based on both case study, we can conclude that there are greater needs for online banking as it is customer handling banking related matters. Moving to the resources management planning. So the project will be driven through resource management planning, which involve group members' roles, designate delegations, budget allocations, which fuels the project implementations, and tools which will be used to navigate the project direction or project phase. So let's look into the role and responsibility of the group members, right? So there are 4 group members, right? So starting with Jones. So Jones will be assigned as a project director. So he will be responsible to deliver the project succession and report to the client on the project delivery status. Whereas Mr. Fandi project will be looking after on the project administrator and finance. So Mr. Fandi has a big scope in this project as he need to evaluate, allocate budget for the project sections, ensure the costs are not overrun, and to advise on the project resources such as stakeholder nominations, who are the competent stakeholders for the projects, and relevant manpowers on the recruitment stage. And moving to Encik Nazri is a project planner. So Encik Nazri will be responsible in developing a project plan for this digitalization platform. He will be responsible to prepare the duration and also along with the risk mitigation and whichever project constraint that is encountered during this project phase, as explained by Jones just now. So let's move on to the budget allocations. If you look into the tables that we have, these are the total budget allocated. So the total cost is about 1.9 million. We can refer here to the talent recruitment. So we need a talent, skills, manpower to drive this project. And second part is the project development to design a digital platform for the online opening. The third is the security system is crucial for this project as we need to secure and ensure there's a data privacy for the customers. And there's no any online threats can potentially pass through the RHB cloud systems. And the fourth is R&D. So R&D will be continuous sections whereby it will receive a customer complaints or evaluate what are the stages to improve the design. And finally is the contingency. So we will reserve some fund or buffer or in case any failure we encounter during this project phase. So moving to next is the tools. When it comes to tools, we will be using 2 major tools. One is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will help to automate certain tasks and also help to forecast the outcome wherever we encounter any constraints. And the other tools will be on the project management, which help to monitor the project progress. Okay, my last part is on the project schedule. So these are the schedule that we have prepared for our project. According to the budget, there's a 1 year duration is required. Quality work need quality time. And these are the activities that involved in this project. As you look into the schedule, right, we will start with the product research, preliminary design, conceptual design, final design, product development. Upon product development, we will pass to the client for the product trial and review the feedback of the customer and clients. And we will finalize the design or make good on the design. And upon finalizing design, we will go to the product approval and endorsement. So upon that, we will do a system migration from manual system to a digitalized platform. And finally, commissioning. So upon commissioning, we will hand over to the end user, which is RHB organizations. Thank you. That's all for my presentation today. I will pass to Nazri.
Thank you, Mr. Mohan, and good afternoon to everyone. For my part, I will covering on the leading stakeholder and the team engagement for the project success. The first one, I have what I call outline here, the key component, which is the internal and external stakeholder. The internal external stakeholder is the main enabler for the system to succeed. And then it is very imperative for everyone to understand the expectation of the outcome of this project, and then the strategies for communication for all. Obviously, the objective of the total initiative is to set the right tone and the direction in order for the project to be enabled and roll out within the time frame. On the last part, we're covering the project team management strategy, which is to clearly define the rules for all the team members, to have some check and balance or pulse check on the progress, which needs the cross-functional collaboration. All right, I have outlined here 7 important internal stakeholders, which is the number one led by the executive leadership, this is a top to bottom approach, which top management set the tone, build the conviction and purpose of this transformation process, which is to have account opening through RHB online platform. Number 2, IT and technology team. IT and technology team responsible for implementing the technological solution, ensuring the security and scalability of the digital platform. This is to ensure the transformation process runs smoothly and all the initiatives can be rolled out without interaction. Okay, the third one, operation and customer service team. This team will need to adapt to a new process and work closely with the customer during the transition. It will become the enabler or the layer between the transformation process and the customer, which the team needs to ensure the buy-in between the two parties at the highest level. Okay, next, the marketing and sales team. The team will help to promote the new digital tools to customers and drive the adoption process and simultaneously help the transition of the agenda to the benefits of the customers. Human resource to help the managing change, training, and employee morale. Next, the product development and innovation team. This team involved in building the new digital products and services, which is to be in line with the transformation process and always ahead of the curve in every scenario. Last but not least, very important, the compliance and risk management team to ensure that the new digital solution comply with the regulation and guidelines and mitigate any associated risks being identified. This is from the internal stakeholder. Okay, for the external stakeholders, I have outlined here 5 external stakeholders. Okay, number 1, of course, the customers, the end user of the digital services. Customer will expect improved convenience, speed, and personalization. The feedback from the customers are very essential to ensure their interests, benefits, compatibility, and risk being taken care of. Okay, number 2, regulatory and authority bodies. Financial authorities and regulators such as Central Bank, PDPA, Personal Data Protection Act, to ensure that this digital transformation adheres to the legal and regulatory standards as accorded by the law. Third one, the vendors or the partners. This project requires third-party technology providers, consultants, and external developers who support the project infrastructure and understand the total initiative of the transformation. Okay, next, the investor and shareholder will provide the funding and always concern on the project ROI and long-term viability of the transformation. The management needs to ensure the long-term benefits of the transformation to be in line with the investor or shareholder interests as well. Last but not least, media and the public opinion. External groups will have the influence of the outcome or public's perception of the bank transformation program and would be the unofficial feedback from the ground or the customers to the management. Okay, the stakeholder and the expectation analysis metric. This is I have outlined the 5 key metrics. The first one, of course, the executive leadership to ensure the alignment of the digital strategy with the business goals, ROI, innovation, and customer growth. Be the utmost priority for the management to ensure we have the clear understanding on the requirement and of having online account opening platform. Okay, IT and technology team to provide the clear project scope, then to ensure we have a collaboration across the department and it runs within the sufficient or budgeted amount. Compliance and risk management to ensure compliance with the legal and regulatory requirement, and then to ensure it is under risk management strategies. Vendor and partners to have a clear requirement on the online accounting platform. The timely payment is one of the things that management should consider to eliminate any disruption of the progress, and then to ensure smooth integration with the existing platform or the system of the bank. Okay, media and public opinion to provide positive transformation story, to have trust in the new account opening platform, and then to get the customers buy-in, at the same time to ensure the security of the system. Okay, next, stakeholder communication plan from the top leadership to ensure every stakeholders are kept informed with the progress, challenges, and ROI, to have an open channel for any discussion, constructive criticism, or discussion. Okay, on the IT and the technology team who runs the thing, to ensure alignment on the technical requirement and deadlines, to anticipate and foresee the challenges ahead and prepare the layman explanation to the stakeholders. Okay, compliance and risk management to ensure compliance and risk mitigation, to ensure reasoning of any compliance requirement to the stakeholders in order to ensure then we have in-depth understanding of the project. Okay, vendor and partners, we have alignment of requirement, project timeline and performance. And then from time to time, they need to obtain the feedbacks to ensure we deliver what the customer wants, not what we want to sell them. Last part is media and public opinion. Communicate positive transformation progress and the storyline to all the stakeholders, and at the same time to reinforce the brand strength. Okay, the project management team strategies. Okay, number one, to have clear roles and responsibilities. The performance monitoring. Adopt agile project management to promote iterative development, flexibility, and have a regular feedback. Cross-functional collaboration to encourage open collaboration between the team, which is from IT, marketing, operation, and compliance, through cross-functional meetings and shared project development and progress. To develop a change management plan that supports smooth transition, better understanding, and address any of the employees' concern. This is to foster a positive culture by celebrating small success, acknowledging individual and team achievement, and encouraging constructive feedback. Training and development. This is to provide continuous learning opportunities, including workshops, courses, and certification related to digital banking tools, and change management to ensure all of the stakeholders are on track with the best practices. Okay, that's all from me, and I pass to Encik Fendi. Thank you.
Good day to everyone. So it's now my turn to elaborate further on the potential risk of this online account opening. When we talk about the digitalizations, it's actually we cannot run away from the cybercrime and also risks that are going to occur from the online banking. RHB is really wanted to develop opening accounts via online because it's really convenient to all RHB users, as what been briefed by our team member just now. But it's come with a certain risk that should be careful managed. There is a few potential risks that need to be considered. One of it is actually identity theft and fraud. Second will be a phishing attack. And third one is data breach. If the platform security is compromised, the sensitive information can be exposed in the data breach. And number four will be the weak authentication. We need to remind our user always to have strong authentication. And number five, insecure connections and unsecured networks during the account setup. So these actually increase the risk of interceptions. Number six is actually social engineering attacks. Number seven will be a malware and keylogger. Device infected with malware can capture key strokers and also sensitive information enter during the account creation process. Number eight is regulatory risk. The platform operates its region. Maybe we have a weak privacy law, so the personal information might not be protected. Last but not least is actually the human error. Mistakes such as entering incorrect information or sending document to wrong entity can lead to data leak and fraud opportunity. We strongly believe that the big corporate like RHB Bank able to develop from all the potential risks, it can be mitigated, measured by using a unique password for each account. We are going to have enable multi-factor authentication. Number third will be verify the legitimacy of the platform before sharing personal information. Number four is actually use secure and private internet connections. Number five, keep the device update with the latest security patches. And number six, we conscious unsolicited communication asking for personal details. Number seven, regular monitoring of your accounts for unauthorized activities. And number eight, we use a virtual private network, which is VPN, to open accounts. As what Mr. Mohan has said, I'm going to elaborate further project budget, what is actually the estimate and control and monitored regarding this project. Developing on the online account opening, in total, what you can see from Mr. Mohan's slide is cost us about initial plus running cost is about 1.9 million. So let me elaborate further how is actually the cost is being incurred, and these are detailed. First, initial development costs, we are separate into A and B. So for the A is actually platform development, front-end development, designing user-friendly interface and customer. It may cost us about 80,000. And back-end development, which is building the core functionalities like account creation, verification, integration with database, is up to 120,000. So the database design for storage customer information securely. So the most secure that we are working right now is about 40,000. Third-party API integration with APIs for service identity verification, payment processing, and KYC. This costs us maximum 20 to 60,000. Security implementations, we are encryption of data protection, ensuring secure transmission and auto storage of customer data. It costs us 12,000 to 28,000. And the fraud detection mechanism, this is very important for the security. So in order for us to detect the fraud information or the fraud data that's given to us, it costs us about 20,000 to 40,000. And number two is testing costs. Testing costs is about QA testing, functional usability, performance, and security testing. It costs us about 20,000 up to 60,000. And deployment costs, which is we are using hosting on the cloud platform, AWS, Azure, etc. This actually costs us 8,000 to 20,000. It's just initial deployment costs. Ongoing monitoring and also maintenance costs is actually the running cost that we have mentioned just now. So monitoring tools for tracking server, performance, system health, and user activities cost about 4,000 to 12,000. maintenance, regular updates, bug fix, and these cost about 12,000 to 28,000 per month. Now we do have a security audits. It costs about 20,000 to 40,000 a year. So, and customer support. So we do have an AI live chat, emails or phone support for accounts issues. That costs about 8,000 to 20,000. Of course, we do have a marketing and customer acquisition. This is one of the part to promote our promotional budget, which is this digital marketing campaign to drive user registration, such as we're giving the campaign, we're giving the rewards to our customer. It costs about 20,000 to 80,000 per month. These are running costs that we have to incur. So in total, budget, okay, for initial setup is about 240,000 up to 480,000. We estimate up to 480,000 for these costs, and ongoing costs, which is running costs per month, is cost us about 40,000 to 120,000. We believe that budget given to us below 2 million from the organization, we can work smoothly, and that we can achieve the objective of being given by our RHB bank. The key factor affecting the cost is actually the scales, a larger customer base, increased cost for hosting and monitoring and support. So meaning say that the largest number of customers, it increase the cost of hosting and also monitoring and support. Number 2 is customization. More than we wanted to put into our platform is a cost more to the using off-the-shelf solutions. Number 3 is regulatory requirement. Stricter compliance law lead to the higher cost. Setting up a KPI is key performance indicator and method for tracking and online account opening. Ensure that we can monitor the project progress, we can identify the bottleneck and achieve desired outcome effectively. First is development phase of KPI, which is a project milestone completion rate. The percentage we're targeting 90% to 100% completion within the deadline. Second thing is actually we user adoption KPI. Expected the growth is actually increased 10 to 20% over the period every month. Number 3 is actually a system performance KPI. I targeted 99.9 uptime during the running period, first month until 12 months. So we targeted 99.9 uptime. Number 4 is we compliant with security KPIs. Number 5 is a customer experience KPI. We are targeting 85% satisfaction rate. Last but not least is a financial KPI. This financial KPI is all about how we actually reduce the cost over the period. Next, these are tracking methods that we are using. First is actually dashboard. Number 2, we're going to use project management tools. The third one is analytic tools. Google Analytics and for user behavior and system performance insight. We're going to get regular reports from our internal. Last but not least, we are using a feedback mechanism. Of course, we are going to have a survey. We do have a focus group, which is we are targeted on our premier customer and SME customers. And also we provide the feedback from our customer and the team input. So I think that I've covered all of my topic. In the conclusions, RHB wanted us to produce a seamless process of our account online opening as what we are compared to our current traditional process, which is incur lots of costs, lots of hassle towards our customers. Right now, I believe RHB Bank is moved toward digitalization. We'll be giving a good experience toward our customers. It might reduce lots of time and the cost, and by having this online account opening, RHB can become one of the best banks in terms of digitalization platform. I think that's all, Jones. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Fandi. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, Nasri. So we have concluded all the 4 components of our assignment. Thank you and have a nice day.